celebration for a Palmdale boy who loved Ninja Turtles. Gabriel Fernandez would have been turning 18. Instead, the child, who was murdered by his mom and her boyfriend, will forever be just 8 years old.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 909 Adventures. Here we are out in Palmdale, California on a very cold, windy day at the end of November 2023. Myself, Mrs. 909, we came out here to, I guess you could say, pay our respects and see the mural of Gabriel Fernandez. Man, such a tragic story, you guys. I just want to give you guys a fair warning. If you do not like these kind of stories, I suggest that you guys don't watch this. This is going to be one that'll be tugging at your heartstrings. It's going to make you tear up. If you guys, I mean, I don't know anybody who does like these kind of stories, but it happened. And it happened here, right over there. We're going to show you the locations of where everything had taken place. And there's also a tree that's been converted into, I guess you could say, a memorial for him as well. Gabriel Fernandez. In the year 2023, the year he would have been 18. It seems like, is this a real, yeah, this is a real wrought iron fence.
Yep, look at his little plaque down there.
Alright guys, so this is the memorial that has been set up for Gabriel Fernandez.
Which we found out it's not even a family member who does it.
Yeah, it's
a lady from another state who comes out here and decorates for him for holidays. We just met her.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. She was talking about him, and
she didn't
wow.
want to be on camera because people are very
we invited her to be on and speak about him, but she politely declined. But you know, let's just get into Gabriel Fernandez. He was born February 20th, 2005. So this would have been the year he would have turned 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here at the end of November, you know, his birthday's only a short few months away. He would have been 19 in a couple of months. Getting back to when he was born, it was shortly after that his parents lost custody.
No, it was 3 days after he was born. His mom abandoned him at the hospital.
His mom abandoned him at the hospital.
And didn't have custody of him again.
Right. So her uncle, Gabriel's great uncle, had gotten custody of him. He had custody of him for quite a while.
And he was happy.
Yeah, he was a happy kid. Yeah.
And this picture?
Yeah. So, you know, the grandfather, Pearl's parents didn't approve of Gabriel's uncle's
relationship choices.
Right. So they took him back to court, and the grandparents got custody of him
until 2012. That's when Pearl got him back, and only got him back for welfare benefits.
So they got him back for welfare benefits, and it was only
They only had
7
him
months.
8 months.
7 or 8 months that they had him before
He passed away.
he passed away from the abuse.
Brain damage.
Yeah, it's hard to even say. It's hard to even bring myself to say everything that had happened to him. But during autopsy, you know, they found a total of 9 metallic objects, which turned out to be BBs from a BB gun, lodged in his body, mostly in his groin area and his lungs.
Yep. He had to eat kitty litter,
Was forced to eat kitty litter.
feces, his own vomit, food that was spoiled and rotten,
Yeah.
and had
So
to
he-
be gagged and tied up and put in a little cupboard.
So he was 4'1",
59 pounds.
59 pounds.
And this is all because they said he was gay, an 8-year-old little boy, because he liked to play with dolls. He's 8. He doesn't know any different. And if he was, so be it. You don't treat your kids like that.
Right. Man. So I'm gathering he must have liked Ninja Turtles. You got a turtle shell there, and you got a painted Ninja Turtle rock there.
And pictures I seen before, now knowing somebody comes out and fixes this, there was more Ninja Turtles. But the lady said she decorates for holidays.
Right.
And she even got this fence put in. And it's
Yeah,
a
her
wrought
own
iron
money.
fence.
I mean, it's a very
Everything
nice,
is her own money.
very
She's-
nice fence. You
His
see,
name's
it says
on it.
his name there. She actually just left this picture of him.
So
Merry
everybody
Christmas.
knew he had at least one good Christmas.
This was his last Christmas.
She also said people come and cut the Christmas lights down.
Why would you do that? If you guys, if you ever see a memorial like this anywhere, not just here, just leave it alone. If anything, only add to it.
Exactly. Don't wreck it. It's not yours. Don't be mean and hateful.
So, I mean, this is kind of a tough spot to be in, and even to have a memorial to come and mourn for Gabriel, because the whole thing
Happened.
took place right up there. That top apartment right there.
And there are people living in it.
I wouldn't be able to live there.
That blows my mind. I could
I
not.
wouldn't be able to live there.
And if I was the owner of this apartment complex, I would just
I would close that off.
close it off, use it for storage. Just let it be.
All right, so before we get out of here, I just wanted to point this out real quick, that the lady that was here talking about, Gabriel, she pointed out these are all the victims from the area. Wow.
Usually we'd go to the cemetery and visit their grave sites, but Gabriel's cremated, so we can't do that.
Yep, that's right. He was cremated, and a family member has his remains.
Yes. I don't know who. I didn't find any
Yeah.
information on that.
So, what did we find out about his mother? She was the
Well,
murderer.
she's life.
Yeah, she was.
She's
She
in
was the murderer.
prison for life, and she keeps trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she just recently tried to get out, or not get out, but
Yeah.
go up upon the judge and ask, and it didn't happen, or she didn't show up.
She didn't show up.
That's what the lady said. She didn't show up to court. She has 3 other children. So
3 other children that they treated
different,
like normal.
But it was all because they said that Gabriel's gay.
See,
that was it. That's
you're
the
8.
only reason.
That's the furthest thing from your mind when you're 8
You
years
don't
old.
even know really the difference.
Yeah.
You don't know. Little boys and little girls still think boys and girls are yucky. They don't know.
Right. Just one more quick look.
But the lady did say that his mom gets fan mail, if you guys can believe that. That's crazy to me, to get fan mail, to say that she shouldn't be in there, and that's just crazy.
Right.
She participated in this stuff too. There was signs.
I mean,
people called.
Yeah, the mother and the stepfather, obviously.
He wasn't even stepfather, boyfriend.
Gotten what they deserved. But, you know, somebody down that line that was, you know, showed up here should definitely be held responsible.
And I know we don't say much, but the boyfriend did get death because he pled not guilty at the beginning.
Wow.
So he would have got the same thing as Pearl got, which is life in prison without the potential of possibility of parole. But because he said not guilty, he got death.
Man, this was a tough one, especially being a parent myself of young kids. You know, my oldest son was born the same year, only 4 or 5 months after Gabriel, and it was tough. It was tough to do the research on this. You know, I heard about it in the news when it had happened, but I didn't know too much. So I did have to dive into this, and it was a tough story. It was tough to do. You know, I hope these people never get out and they stay there and they rot.
I hope social workers learned a lesson from this and do a little more digging. It's their job. You signed up for it.
Right. And I hope the mother never gets out. And
if she does, she's not going to make it long.
All right, guys. So there was somebody in this window right here, which is this is the place right here. This is the exact unit that everything happened in. Wow. I almost don't know what to say. One more quick walk around. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. We're right here back at the mural, right where we started. Gonna finish the video here. Gabriel Fernandez. Man, something that didn't have to be, guys. It's when the system fails you. The system fails a lot of people, but they really failed him. Rest in peace, Gabriel Fernandez.
From what I heard, Gabriel was a kind, loving individual who just wanted to be loved. You know, I can only wish, I really do, that you both, in the middle of the night, you wake up and you think of the injuries that you subjected this poor young man, and that it tortures you.
The judge also said he doesn't believe Pearl Fernandez and 37-year-old Isauro Aguirre are even capable of feeling true remorse. Aguirre was found guilty by a jury. They recommended the death penalty. Shortly after Aguirre's conviction, Pearl Fernandez struck a plea deal to avoid the death penalty. Gabriel's first-grade teacher also spoke. She saw signs of abuse and went to authorities trying to get help. Now she says she's racked with guilt and sadness.
For the last 5 years, Gabriel has been number 28 in my classroom. I don't assign number 28 to another student because I feel that it's only his number now. And it's a way for me to honor him in my classroom. It almost makes it like he's still here. I find comfort in believing he is now at peace.